What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Unity video. Today we are here with Taylor, Jayden, Jux, ZEROX, which you have not met yet, and we also have a very special guest with us. He goes by the name Frosty. So,
Yes, sir, that's me. Pleasure to be here, everyone.
so Frosty is going to be our special guest during this podcast, and ZEROX you have not met yet. I'll let ZEROX do a little introduction for himself, give him a little time to speak. ZEROX?
Alright, what's going on, guys? Unfortunately, I do not have a camera with me right now. I am away from my home. Thanks to a very fortunate event of my son being born. Very recent, which I am very happy
Which is
about.
congratulations, yes.
Thank you much.
I clap, but it's too loud.
This, as far as I know, this is the first video I'm in for the Unity organization. I'm content as well as graphics. So a lot of the newer graphics you guys will see will most likely be coming from me, or some input will be coming from me. So I'm happy to be here.
Today we have a very special podcast because we are going to be doing movie reviews. Guys, I went on Rotten Tomatoes and there was an article that was the 45 most anticipated movies of 2022. Now, we will not be going over all the movies that are here, but we will be going all the movies through January that's already passed, and going from January to May. So we will be talking about the movies, and the only reason why we're not going past May is because there wasn't much information regarding the movies other than that they're the next installment if it's a sequel. So, anyways, we will get started with January. January, they had two movies, and the first one that we're bringing up is called The 355. The 355 is about a CIA agent, Mason Mace Brown, joins forces with a rival German agent, a cutting-edge computer specialist, and a Colombian psychologist when a top-secret weapon falls into the hands of a group of mercenaries. Together, the four women embark on a breakneck mission to save the world while staying one step ahead of a mysterious figure who's tracking their every move. So,
Wait, they're breaking necks?
a breakneck mission, so like
Yo, I heard 350. I thought you were gonna say Z after that.
355.
355, then extra 5 Z's.
Basically, what it looks like, it looks like the best agent that they have around the world is like women, and they've formed like a women's team from all around the world to
rip off the Charlie Angels, basically, at this point.
kind of.
Tell me I'm wrong.
But
I mean, I have to say, Charlie's Angels had much more swag than these pushovers.
It seems like it.
it has Jessica Chastain, Penelope Cruz, Fan Bingbing, Diane Kruger, and Sebastian Stan, and I am probably going to butcher this name, but it's Lupita Nyong'o.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know names. If I saw their face, maybe, but it sounds like people I would never watch. Oh,
I might watch it for Daddy Stan. Personally,
Staying the man.
he plays Winter Soldier in MCU. If you're
Oh.
yeah, there you go.
Yes, he's
Okay.
And the only one that I know from here other than him is Jessica Chastain, which played the adult version of the little girl in Interstellar, of the daughter. She played
Okay.
the adult version of her. She's been in other movies too, but I can't think of them right off the bat. Honestly, it seems like a good movie.
Though.
It's a PG-13 though, and it has a runtime of 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Oh,
I'm a-
PG-13 for 2 hours.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, the saving the world stuff is just getting so out of hand here recently. I don't know why. It just seems like the same. It's a nuclear attack, or it's just an attack on somewhere. You know what I mean?
It seems like it kind of seems like it's a women's Mission Impossible movie.
Right.
Yes.
Which I'm not discriminating against that. Like, go girl, I guess. But
You're a
like,
girl, you can.
It seems very forced.
Yes, I don't want it to be forced. Like we've already seen it done that, except with women this time. I don't know.
The trailer looked pretty good. It it looks like it could have potential, but I do agree that it probably has the same. Oh my God, the world's in danger again, sort of deal. So
Listen, the only actor I would watch kill bad guys for more than 2 hours is Keanu Reeves.
dude,
Oh,
Keanu is a bad man. I'm
second
gonna
that.
turn you up because I don't have you turned up. My bad.
Yeah, turn me up.
There you go. So the next movie that we have in January, I'm not a big horror guy, but we did have the new Scream movie that came out in January of this year. So the description on that is 25 years ago, after a streak of brutal murder shocked the quiet town of Woodsboro, a new killer dons a ghost face mask and begins targeting a group of teenagers to resurrect secrets from the town's deadly past. And this
Now, I am quite.
Scream.
this has a lot of names in it.
Oh.
It has Jenna Ortega, which is a TikToker, I believe.
Oh boy.
Oh,
They're all
great.
taking over.
The TikTokers are taking over.
It has Dylan Minnette, who was the guy on 13 Reasons.
What's next? They're gonna have
It has
they're gonna have Charlie D'Amelio play Vin Diesel for the next Fast and Furious.
they
I'm sorry, Aldo is so funny.
they have Courtney Cox. Trying to think.
That's my kind of Courtney.
Isn't that
They-
the girl from Friends?
Yeah.
Yes, they have Jack Quaid from The Boys, the guy. If anybody's watched The Boys, the guy who doesn't have any powers and like just joined the team.
Oh no.
And
I personally haven't watched it.
Yeah, no.
I've heard good things about it though.
But yeah.
I know about Captain Home or the Homelander guy.
So, Scream came out. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 54 minutes, and it is rated R.
I'm gonna keep it a
good.
buck with y'all. I hate Scream movies.
You really?
Listen,
You're really big
I-
into horror movies.
I'm a
I
big
love
horror fan.
horror movies. Listen, horror movies is like my genre.
Yes.
I've got to be honest though, my favorite horror movie saga has got to be not Jaws. Saw.
Jaws.
I love the Saw.
God,
Saw
my
series,
favorite.
Oh,
Jaws.
is good.
but I feel like Scream is so top tier compared to like, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Come back off Jason Voorhees, pal. Okay, that's my man. I've
That's what
watched
I'm saying, though.
I've
They're
watched
good.
every single Jason movie, every single one.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like like Scream is like below everybody in like the horror movie genre.
Yes, he's
in
quite
my
a
opinion.
lame killer, isn't he?
He very is a lame killer. I don't like
The
him.
weapon is a kitchen knife, how original, along with the rest of the fucking, all of the other women in the 50s that killed their husbands.
I'm just saying he's the less intimidating killer out of all of them.
Yes,
sure.
it's like a Halloween costume. I wouldn't be scared of that.
I mean, you take a bullet to the chest, he's dead.
You
I mean, it's game over.
You actually did wear that as a Halloween costume, didn't you? One year.
I did wear that. It was the blood
also.
scream where you pumped it and blood came
Yeah.
Oh
down.
yeah.
I wore that. I don't know.
We've all worn that.
Probably.
So that's it from January. I'm gonna do let's do like a 1 out of 5 review for like just descriptions. You probably haven't seen them. If you have, you can give a better judgment here. But if I'm going based off the 355, I'm probably gonna rate it maybe a 3.5 just reading on it.
No, definitely very low expectations for.
I mean, if they're
that
breaking necks, the highest.
You're
You'll
just a simp for redheads.
Because that's the type of the movies that I like to watch. Is like the sci-fi hero type, whatever.
Yeah, same.
I would have to give it like a 2. I don't know. I feel like the description alone is so generic to me. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm watching a repeat.
Yeah.
The only
Like,
movies I like is probably Fast and Furious because they're so realistic.
And a movie,
Well.
movie description is completely
Hold
different
on.
when you see a trailer for it.
if I was,
It feels like I'm reading what happened at the end of Endgame, where all the women got together, where they're just like in the middle of
Okay.
this big giant fight.
Yeah,
They
all
like
the-
just decide to all get
women
together, and they're like, Don't worry, we got this.
Did they have red hair?
I love all that whole part was it was cool and all, but Captain Marvel is absolutely not cool at all. Captain Marvel is fucking lame. Okay, no one will ever change my mind.
She's lame, but she's OP. For sure.
That's exactly why. Same with Super. Okay, I know Donkey is a DC man, if I understand correctly.
It depends on what we're talking about here.
I think Superman and all the super invincible superheroes. It's so boring. What's your superpower? I'm invincible. That's so boring.
Bro, what about the Black Widow, bro?
Oh,
See,
I haven't seen that.
I'm not a
Is
fan of
that-
her because she's kind of
Why?
boring as well. But at least she's got the
No.
balls to be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm a
exactly.
superhero, but I don't have any superpowers." It's
Yeah.
respectable.
That's what I thought.
Okay. So moving on from the 355, what are we rating Scream?
1.
1.
What
Fuck
is it, 1 to
Scream.
5?
Well,
I think
listen, it's a classic, so I'll have to give it at least a 5.
it's bringing back the main characters that were in it before.
Frosty.
Is
It's 1
out
to
of 5?
5.
Yeah,
It's
one
out of 5?
Out of 5.
Oh, out of 5.
I'll
I
give
thought
it
it
a
was
3.
3.
I'll give
Just
it.
out of
I'll give it a 2 for the sake of that. They brought back characters that were from it in the original movie.
They did
And-
the same thing with Michael Myers and fucking Halloween too.
Right,
I mean, they just,
but I don't know.
I feel like it's so dumb. I don't know why. I just do.
We need new IPs, and not repeats of stuff that came out
That's true.
10 years ago.
All right, now
I'm gonna
moving.
Whoa, what about my rating?
I'll give it a rating.
No one cares. Next thing.
I like Frosty.
Jada, what's your
Um,
rating?
3.1.
3 points.
See, totally not insightful.
Okay.
Alright, next.
All right. We are moving on to February, where we have first up on the agenda is Jackass Forever.
Oh, I love Steve-O. He's
So-
so funny.
The description for this is celebrate the joy of a perfect executed shot to the groin as Johnny Knoxville,
yes.
Steve-O, and the rest of the gang return for another round of hilarious, wildly absurd, and often dangerous displays of stunts and comedy.
Alright, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yes, I am
Yeah,
a
I
big
haven't watched
Steve-O
it
fan.
either, but just because they have all the
I'm
the
gonna
same people.
say, off
Typical
the
Herb, just
rip,
copying.
like Jackass has always been a good movie as it was for enjoyment. They always come up with new ideas. I mean, yeah, they're hurting themselves, but it's for other people.
And it's
I don't
funny.
know why. When you see other people inflict pain on other people, it's the funniest shit in the world. I
Right.
don't know why, unless it's something tragic. But like, this isn't tragic. They're willingly doing it.
Yeah, they're doing it for entertainment.
Right.
It's
It's-
it is pretty crazy, some of the stuff they come up with and some of the stuff that they actually like put themselves through.
Yeah.
I could not do half of the shit they do.
Oh
man.
God, no.
I would be in pain, dude.
I love how they reuse skits in later movies. Like,
That's true.
Didn't they bungee a
Porta potty.
potty
Yeah.
a few times?
Yeah, no. That was
Definitely
so
do that
gross.
porta potty thing.
So
You
this
know what's more gross than the porta potty?
What?
I heard you.
The mustache made out of pubes.
Ew.
Oh, Jux already has one of those.
Yeah, I was about to say, Chuck literally has one.
Yeah, it's literally how I grow my beard out.
I can't
Yes.
do this shit no more. Shut up.
I can
You're
rip this
welcome.
right off.
so
Yep, you're welcome.
this
You're
has a rated R and has a runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes.
The only
What- not even 2
complaint I
hours?
have is that it's not longer. Yeah, I need
Yeah.
more. I need more Steve-O.
Because once it ends, you're like, damn, is that it? Like,
Right.
really?
It's like we need more.
You guys need more bones to break.
You're right.
So this I think it's I think it's gonna be a pretty good movie. Overall, honestly, like I think it's one of those movies that if you don't have anything to do and you are looking for something funny to just go do or watch, this is probably one of the shows or movies you want to go in and step into a movie theater and be like, yeah, I got time to kill. I'd love to see something hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Next up in February, we do have Marry Me. That's the name of the movie,
No.
and it is
Oh yes, I've seen this on. It's Peacock. It's the one with
Jennifer
what's her face?
Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. Wow. Yes, I might actually watch that movie just for the fucks.
So
It looks alright.
pop star Kat Valdez is about to get married before an audience of her loyal fans. However, seconds before the ceremony, she learns about her fiance's cheating ways and has a meltdown on stage. In a moment of inspired insanity, Kat locks eyes with a total stranger in the crowd and marries him on the spot. As forces conspire to separate the unlikely newlyweds, they must soon decide if two people from such different worlds can find true love together.
Wow.
Now that is a good fucking synopsis.
Now, I don't know, is it... Because the way that I was reading it was Owen Wilson was the fiance, but it kind of looks like he was the random guy in the crowd.
Yes, so he's the random guy. He's
Okay.
I believe in the movie, I've seen a bunch of previews for it. He's like a teacher or something, and very poor, and she's like super rich. So it's kind of like that whole Romeo and Juliet type story, which personally I'm a sucker for.
Honestly, I am a sucker for those. It's a rom-com, so I'm down for that. There's not a whole lot of stuff, though, I don't... It's not the fact that I don't like Jennifer Lopez. It's just the fact that a lot of movies that she's in don't really get watched a whole lot. Or at least I
agree.
watch a whole lot.
I feel like people mostly see her as a singer and nothing less. Like every time they hear her in a
Right.
movie, they're like, "Oh, it's not gonna be good. She's a singer."
They're
you
like,
know?
they're like, again?
Stick to singing.
So,
Yeah, I personally don't like rom.
I'm not a fan of rom-coms either. I feel like romantic movies have just gone down the drain here recently.
Yeah, I
don't
literally
like
don't
rom-coms.
sleep through any movie, but if it's a rom com, I'm most likely.
I have not had a good rom-com in a while, so this might be something I watch with Shay. I
Yeah,
don't know.
listen, man, I'm a
Movie to fall asleep to.
yeah, that too, you know, that, but I'm the romantic type. I like to say, need me some ideas.
So this is rated PG-13, and it has a runtime of an hour and 52 minutes.
Yep, no. You're not
That's
getting me
long
on
enough, honestly.
That's nap time right there.
I snap
for real.
I think it's a pretty good movie. I haven't seen it, but I think it's got potential. Next up we have is Death on the Nile. Belgian sleuth
Ooh.
Hercule, I think I'm saying this wrong, but I'm going to say it anyways. Hercule Poirot's Egyptian vacation aboard a glamorous river steamer turns into a terrifying search for a murderer when a picture-perfect couple's idyllic honeymoon is tragically cut short. And this actually has a bunch of big names in it.
That sounds interesting.
It does.
That does.
It has Gal Gadot as one of the passengers on board. It has
Yes, just read the whole cast from
Right.
passenger extra number 1 all the way through.
It has Letitia Wright, the girl who played Shuri in Black Panther, the sister.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yes.
okay,
There you
okay.
go.
Okay.
And Army Hammer, he looks familiar. And
You're gonna
No.
get more.
Brianna. So
Now, Donk, I'm gonna need the name of the boat. I need the exact name of the boat that they're filming on.
I'm sorry, I
The
don't know.
Titanic.
I'm not that aware. If I'm not mistaken, this was actually the movie that Johnny Depp was supposed to be in, but due to everything with him and Amber Heard, they actually had to take him and cut him out of the movie because he was supposed to be the detective, I believe, in this.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
So
Oh, I do love Johnny Depp.
this was
I do
actually a movie back, I think I want to say in the 70s. Like they made a movie out of this back then, but it was like a black and white movie, and I mean
It was like a remastered kind of version.
this is more like a remastered. They got bigger actors and actresses in this, so it's a mystery crime movie. It's rated PG-13, and it has a runtime of 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Jeez.
Seems interesting.
It's a murder mystery. It's your typical like whodunit sort of deal. So
And I am a sucker for murder mysteries. I don't know why. Like when it comes to Clue and everything, like that was my favorite board game growing up was Clue.
the
know
movie that they had based on Clue was just amazing itself.
I agree. I mean that like even though it's older, like past its time,
Right.
still fucking amazing. Like I don't know. Like murder mysteries to me are probably my favorite movies to watch plus horror movies.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things that you actually get interactive with the movie itself.
Because you're trying to figure out who did
You're
it.
trying
in
to
your
figure
brain.
out yourself, yeah.
Right.
Gets your brain going.
Get that blood pumping.
So that seems like a movie that I might watch. I've seen clips of it back when they did it before, and it actually wasn't that bad. But it was just one of those movies that you can't really find anywhere, so you can't really watch the whole
When
thing.
did that come out?
This came out in 2022. I think the other one came out in the 70s, maybe. Let me.
No, I meant this one. Like what date? Like February what?
Oh, I don't know the exact date. Give me 1 second. This came out on February 11th of 2022.
I need to go watch it real quick. I swear, I'm gonna go watch this.
Yeah, I need to go
100%.
watch it too.
So, and the last one that we have here in February, and this is the last one that is out right now at the time of recording this, so I should
Right.
say, is the Uncharted movie. So,
Oh, the one with
Wanna go see
Tom
it.
Holland
yes,
and
Tom
Mark
Holland.
Wahlberg.
Yes. Oh, those are. Oh, I fucking
Treasure
love
hunter
Tom Holland.
Victor Sully Sullivan recruits street-smart Nathan Drake to help him recover a 500-year-old lost fortune amassed by explorer Ferdinand Magellan. When starts out as a heist, soon becomes a globe-trotting white-knuckle race to reach the prize before the ruthless Santiago Moncada can get his hands on it. If Sully and Nate can decipher the clues and solve one of the world's oldest mysteries, they stand to find $5 billion in treasure, but only if they can learn to work together.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great movie.
Yes, I
No.
love Mark Wahlberg.
And
so
it's been
much.
hyped so much too, because the actors in it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it a 4.5 to give me that little extra buffer room if I like it or not.
I'll give it
Yeah.
a 5 just
The-
because this was actually the first game I've ever played console.
Definitely a
Did
4.9.
Did you? Okay, so I don't know if anybody else has seen this. Tom Holland like predicting his own future and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Has anybody else watched that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wasn't one of the things Uncharted?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Isn't that
Was it?
crazy? Yeah.
I didn't see that part.
The
'Cause-
the one thing I will say that I don't like about this movie, and I might get really dissed in the comments, or maybe dissed by you guys. I don't think Tom Holland is the actor that I would have chose for Nathan Drake.
Okay, you know what? I could totally see that, and I think they might have just.
There could
They
be
might have.
several different people that can fill that position.
Like the one guy that I wanted to play it was the guy that's on The Rookie, the TV show The Rookie, about the I can't remember his name right off the bat, but the main guy that's on there, I would have chose him. But
So. They won't-
Oh,
But I imagine that they're trying to do the thing because in the movie it's supposed to be Tom Holland. He's supposed to be like a young Nathan Drake, right? So I imagine the next movie they're gonna add. Well, if they do another movie, they're probably gonna keep using him. But I don't think there's many other young actors right now that can really like feel that same like attention thing. You know, you see Tom Holland in a movie, you're like, oh shit, that's Tom Holland.
right.
And
Well, hear me out. Hear me out. What about one of the Sprouse brothers? Like,
No, no.
Really? I think one of them.
No.
Well, the one with the black hair, I think would fit it perfectly. Personally, I do at least, because he's in fucking Riverdale and shit, and he plays that role perfectly.
He plays that role perfectly, but not Nathan Drake.
I think he'd be fine.
But I think it's still going to be a good movie overall. One of the coolest movies to watch that was like a treasure hunting movie was National Treasure, and we haven't had a good one since then. We had
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
we had Uncharted on the PlayStation, so if you want to watch gameplay on that, you could. But this actually might be a really good movie. I don't know. So
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Are we doing ratings now?
yes, we're doing ratings. So, starting at the beginning of February to the end, first off, Jackass Forever. What are we thinking here?
I'm thinking 5. Straight up 5.
5.
Okay, Jaded.
I'm
What?
I'm giving it a 4.5.
What?
I'm giving it a 4.5, and the reason behind it is that I don't know if I don't know if I'll like some of the stuff. Like I don't know what kind of like I know they do very out there stuff, but some of the skits that they've done that they call like dangerous or whatever, it seems like if a normal person does it, you just get agitated or whatever. Like it's not that big of a deal, sort of thing. But
I'm sorry. I think some of the stunts they do is fucking life taking.
oh
Sometimes.
no,
We're gonna-
I absolutely agree with that.
no,
But
no. We're gonna shoot you up in a porta potty.
I see how you feel.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even ride the slingshot with me. Like
what I did? What do you mean?
the first
I'll
time I
use
did it, you wouldn't.
Yeah, little baby.
The slingshot is
What?
terrifying. I
You
don't
were
rate
the
that.
one that didn't want to ride it with me. What
No, that's cap. I've rode the
Your
slingshot
cap,
like 5
dog.
times.
Your cap.
You're sure.
Yeah, that would
you're
be me.
scared.
I never,
Marry me. What are
I
we
love a
thinking on that?
slingshot.
no way.
What are we thinking on Marry Me?
Marry me?
I'm actually
Yeah.
probably going to watch that movie, so I'm gonna give it.
You want?
Oh, this
Three.
one no.
I'm gonna give it
I'm
a
a-
You
4.
want me to marry you?
I'm gonna give it a 3.
I'll
I'm gonna give it a
two.
4. Because if I hear Owen Wilson say "Wow," it goes down
Wow.
every 0.1.
Wow.
If he
What
says
do you mean? Every time he does it, it goes up. What do you mean?
no,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's a big wow.
all right, Death on Denial. What are we thinking?
Oh yeah, fuck me, right?
Oh, it's a 5.
You gonna say it? What's your thing on Marry Me? I'm sorry, Jayden.
Probably 2.9. All right, next.
Death on Denial. What are we thinking?
I'll give it a
5.
4.5.
Yes, that 4.5. That sounds about right.
Definitely a 4.6.
Okay, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to be different.
Xerox, what you
Not
got?
working.
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to piss me off. I see.
Wait, what did you say?
Working.
It's
I'm
working.
giving it a
Yes.
4.
A
I'm
4.
trying to push you to the right.
I
can't be sure.
think it's about a
You're Herb.
5. Like
Herb's
4.5.
fucking
4.5.
eyes out.
I'm gonna a straight up 5. I think it's gonna be sick.
I think the one thing I will give a 5 this month is the Uncharted movie, and because I think no matter like what happens, I don't see how you can mess it up really that badly, but because I really do want to watch it. So Uncharted, I'm giving a 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that like a 4.9.
I'll give it a 5. We gotta see these movies and then come back and see
Yeah.
like
So
change.
so
Yes, I'll take the boring one that no one else wants.
we will try to watch all the movies, but we will come back to this in like a few months, like 2 or 3 months, and
I'll try
see.
to watch them legally.
But whatever we don't see, hopefully somebody else has seen. So
See,
Right.
Uncharted though, I don't know. I give it like a 3.5.
okay, now you're on crack. Okay, so now we're getting into the movies that hasn't been shown yet. Now, granted, by the time of this being uploaded, this will already be out. This first
Maybe
movie.
some of them. Yeah, a couple of them at least.
So, the first one that we have that hasn't came out yet and is the first thing in March showing is the Batman.
Oh,
Another one is another one. What?
I am
Another
not
one.
looking forward to that. Straight up.
So,
I've seen
we
the
have-
before.
We have Robert Pattinson as Batman, and we have Zoe Kravitz as Selena Kyle,
Wait, who did you say is Batman?
and Colin Farrell as Penguin. Robert Pattinson, the
Hold
guy
on.
off of Twilight,
No, get the fuck.
Yeah.
I'm done. Nah, that's
and
a wall.
Andy
That's a
Serkis
wall.
as Alfred
Nobody
Pennyworth.
needs, we don't want another Batman.
Oh
We don't
my
need another
God.
Batman. We need the Batman.
We need Ben Affleck. Hello. That's who I want. I don't want fucking Robert Patterson.
I feel like he would do pretty good with them.
I'm really
I don't
mad.
As
even
long
know
as
who that
he's-
is.
As
I
long
want
as he
Dwayne the
doesn't
Rock
show his
Johnson
face.
to be the next
As long
Batman.
as he's wearing
Dude,
a mask.
no, Kevin
He
Hart.
show his face.
Definitely Kevin Hart on that one.
I'm really
Oh,
mad
yes.
at this movie for several reasons, but I'm also happy with this movie. The first thing I'm happy with is the fact that what they said in this movie that hasn't been done in a lot of other Batman movies is that Batman in the comics, he's a like a detective. So a lot of this stuff he goes around and basically is trying to figure out clues, put them together, and then figure out who the bad guy is and basically stop him. But a lot of the movies is that he kind of just goes around, beats shit out of
Yeah,
anybody, and then he's the hero.
This one,
So-
they have him more
Say what now? You kind of cut out there.
in
What?
this movie. Do they have them more into like the detective role.
In the what?
Detective role. He's asking if he's more of a detective.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is that he's going to be more as a detective,
Okay.
and they, from what I'm reading here, it says that the bad guys of this movie are going to be the Riddler and Penguin, which the Penguin will be played by Colin Farrell, and the Riddler will be played by, I don't know who he is, but his name is Paul Dano.
If he doesn't live up to Jim Carrey's expectations, I'm not gonna be happy.
I think they're going to go more with a darker tone on this one, which is a little sad, but the one thing about this movie that I'm not gonna like is the fact that they keep making Batman and recasting Batman.
Yeah.
I'm so sick and tired of them having different actors play Batman. We didn't even get to see a movie with Ben Affleck's Batman, and I would have loved to have seen a Ben Affleck Batman movie.
I want a Batman movie where it's the Batman that laughs. And just a very dark, sinister, rated R movie about Batman being an absolute fucking psycho.
I'd want that to be an animated movie.
Oh yes.
I wouldn't want that live action, honestly.
Well, imagine like a horror Batman movie. That'd be awesome. Just you get to see Batman from the perspective of the bad guys.
That'd be pretty cool.
So, this movie has a lot of ups. It might have a lot of downs. I don't know, but it is. I think the first thing that's showing up here that it's going to be played is March 2nd. So
putting that on my calendar as the day to not go to the movies.
So I forgot to read the description on this. It says Batman ventures into Gotham City's underworld when a sadistic killer leaves behind a trail of cryptic clues. As the evidence begins to lead closer to home and the scale of the perpetrator's plans become clear, he must forge new relationships, unmask the culprit, and bring justice to the abuse of power and corruption that has long plagued the metropolis.
I gotta see
corruption. I think it's just a bunch of crackheads. Just like they every other city.
This is rated PG-13, and it has a runtime of 2 hours and 56 minutes.
Damn.
What the?
This is going to be a very long movie.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not looking forward to it.
Very long PG-13 movie.
I'm mad that it's rated PG-13.
Yes, that is so sad.
Like,
how are you able to capture the grittiness of the underground when the crime underground when you can't even show a man getting shot?
The only time that it's ever been rated R was, if I'm not mistaken, is whenever they had Joker in The Dark Knight. Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, the Heath Ledger, right?
Heath Ledger, yeah. So
that was the best one.
That kind of upsets me now looking at that. So, all right, the next one that we have on board is called The Adam Project. The Adam Project is a movie that will be streamed on Netflix.
I think I've heard about this somewhere.
And it is after accidentally crash landing in 2022, time-traveling fighter pilot Adam Reed teams up with his 12-year-old self for a mission to save the future. And it has names such as Ryan Reynolds as Adam Reed. It has Jennifer Garner, Mark Ruffalo, Zoe Saldana, and more. So,
fucking love Ryan Reynolds. It's my guy.
I mean,
yes, no, I actually wanted to see this movie. I saw a preview for it about a few days ago. It looks actually really sick.
I think it's going to be a cool little time travel movie. It might get a little confusing here and there, but
as it is with time travel,
right? But
Mark 11.
This is a movie that I didn't know about until like a couple weeks ago. So this is definitely going to be an interesting thing to watch.
By the way, Justin, I think you might need to move your mic closer to your mouth because we
I would love
can't
to
hear
see
anything.
what Ryan Reynolds can do with this one because he
There
actually
we
did.
go.
I don't know how long ago Free Guy came out, but I recently watched that and he did really good in that.
Oh, that was such a good movie.
I agree. That was a really good movie.
So hopefully this one will be good as well after that one for him.
So I think it's going to be a good movie just because it has Ryan Reynolds in it, and there hasn't really been much that Ryan Reynolds has been in that hasn't been bad.
Hasn't been good, you mean?
No, that hasn't been bad at all. Like, there hasn't been a movie with Ryan Reynolds that hasn't been bad at all. So there might be like maybe a couple here and there, but
I can't think of any.
so this is rated PG-13 and it has a runtime of 1 hour and 46 minutes. So about your typical Netflix movie.
That's better than 3 hours.
Yeah.
God damn.
All right. So the next movie that we have on board is Turning Red. This movie is an animated movie, and the description on it is Mei Lee is a 13-year-old girl who is torn between being her mother's obedient daughter and the chaos of her youth. As if that were not enough, when she gets too excited, she turns into a big red panda.
This
Oh,
is an
yes,
animated
I'm
movie,
watching it.
and I am looking forward to it.
It has characters it has actors voicing some of these roles, such as I am going to butcher some of these names, and I'm going to feel bad, but Maitreya Ramakrishnan, which was a girl that played in a Netflix show. I can't remember what the show was called, but it was about basically this girl being torn between two different guys, and I can't remember exactly. But
I've seen previews for this movie a long time ago. It's still a thing that's not out yet?
Turning Red?
Yeah.
I didn't see it
Yeah.
until like a couple weeks ago.
I've seen. I saw.
Yeah.
I saw an ad for it a while ago.
It also has Sandra Oh. I don't really recognize her from much. It
Is
has
it Steve-O's cousin?
It has James Hong and Wai Ching, which, if you don't know those guys, did you guys watch R.I.P.D.?
No.
No.
No. That's the only thing I can recall him from at the moment. And then Wai Ching was the girl that was in the Daredevil Netflix show as one of the leading powers with Wilson Fisk. I don't know if she's been in other shows. I've only seen the first season of Daredevil so far. I'm trying to catch up, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a bad movie. It just seems like your typical animated kids movie.
It's like one of
Right.
those family movies.
Okay,
Right.
I want to.
I love Pixar movies now.
Yes, they are very good. They have a special place in my heart. I want to run a movie past anyone here, if any of you guys have seen it. It was a long time ago, kind of a kids movie, but Rise of the Guardians, about
I
like
love that
Jack
movie.
Frost.
Jack
Dude, that
Frost.
movie is one of my favorite animated movies of all time. It's
Jack
so
Frost? Don't get me
Oh,
started about
yeah.
Jack Frost, dude. Yeah. That was such a good movie.
It was.
The movie was amazing.
The Sandman was so badass.
Damn, I almost forgot about this movie.
I know. I wanted
I
to
used to
watch
mix
it
up
again.
this movie with the Guardians of Gahul, the owl movie.
Oh, dude,
I don't know
that was
that
such
one.
a good movie too. I'm mad
That
that
was
they
a
didn't
good
make
one.
a sequel.
Yeah, I was so upset about that.
Yes, no, we had a those like on-the-go DVD players you put in the back of your car for your children.
Oh, yeah.
My little sister would play that movie over and over again, no matter where we went, and I honestly watched it every single time and loved it every single time.
Nice. So, this movie does not have a runtime yet, so I don't know how long this movie is, but it is rated PG. So, just typical animated kids movie. So
It's probably going to be another hour, 40 minutes, something like that.
something like that, I would have to guess. And the last movie that we have on board here is called The Lost City, with Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, Dan Radcliffe, Brad Pitt, Oscar Nunez, and others. So the description on this is reclusive author Loretta Sage, which is Sandra Bullock, writes about exotic places in her popular adventure novels that feature a handsome cover model named Alan, Channing Tatum. While on tour promoting her new book with Alan, Loretta gets kidnapped by an eccentric billionaire who hopes she can lead him to an ancient city's lost treasure for her latest story. Determined to prove he can be a hero in real life and not just on the pages of her books, Alan sets off to rescue her.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of like a softcore Taken. You know, I don't know why.
Softcore Taken.
This is
an interesting.
This is more of a
Play on
comedy.
words, yeah.
This is more of a comedy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it. Somebody who's taken away from him, that's loved. He wants to prove that he's a hero to go save her. I mean, reminds me of Taken a little bit.
I will find you,
Right?
and I will tickle you.
Did you say I will tickle you? Wait, what?
Well, yes, because it's a PG-13 movie, and they
There
can't
you
do
go.
it.
Listening to this and like trying to think about it without actually seeing the actual cover reminds me of the one movie with The Rock where they're on the river or whatever.
Oh, the jungle.
Oh,
shit.
the jungle.
Oh, it's about drive. It's about power.
Jumanji? Are we talking about Jumanji?
No, the Jungle
No,
Book.
no,
Oh,
No, it's
Jungle Book. Oh.
Is it Jungle Book?
I think it's
no. It's the one with
think
the.
it was
It's the Rock and the lady on the riverboat, and they go through the swamp. Whatnot. I
Jungle
don't know
Cruise.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Is
What
it?
what is up with the Rock and being in the Amazon?
I
I don't
think he likes it.
know.
I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, I haven't
Man
seen
of the
this.
Jungle.
Journey
So-
Begins. Jumanji.
It doesn't say what the rating is on this. It doesn't say if it's PG-13. It doesn't say anything like that. But it does say
Rated
it
A.
is 2 hours.
See, that's not bad.
No, not bad at all. It seems like it has potential. So
Right.
I'm not expecting too much out of this, but it doesn't seem like it is going to be that bad of a movie. If anything, it's probably going to be funny. So
Which I love, so I'm probably gonna watch it.
Dude, if a movie's like over like 2 hours like that, bro, you gotta wear a diaper, bro. Like if you're in the theaters, like
How fun is
Just-
Spider-Man?
Just don't
Why
go
is
to
this
the-
man
before you go to the
talking?
movie.
who?
so
Jaden just wears diapers all the time. He
We're talking
showed-
about
Oh.
diapers and
got
shit.
I'm just saying.
if you see that cabinet in the background, it's all Huggies in there.
nothing but Huggies.
It's all man diapers.
All right, we're gonna speed through the ratings here. So Batman, what are we expecting?
0. Sitting kidding. 2.
One.
One? Really?
I hate Robert Patterson in anything action wise. I'm sorry,
I don't think Robert Pattinson is a good Batman to choose.
and that's why
Yeah,
it's
but
giving me
control.
such a low rating is because he is Batman. He does not, in my eyes,
he might surprise.
nowhere should he be near a superhero position.
I'd give it I'm giving it a 3 for right now until proven otherwise.
Can we get a Robert Downey Jr. Batman so he can just run both
Ooh.
DC and Marvel?
Okay. Yeah.
Put on the suit. What are you? Billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
He's already got the role nailed.
Exactly.
Um,
So all right. So pretty low ratings on Batman. That's a little surprising. The Atom
Give it
Project.
No comment.
The Adam Project looks absolutely phenomenal, and I
I'm gonna
can't
have to
wait
give
to
it
see
a
it.
3.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
either way on that one.
Go over the
I'm gonna
Atom
throw it
Project with me
5.
one more time. Can I get the description one more time?
It is basically it says after accidentally crash landing in 2022, time traveling fighter pilot Adam
Okay.
Reed teams up with his 12-year-old self for a mission to save the future.
This one with Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yes, this is the one with Ryan Reynolds,
I have-
and
I-
it's
I
going to
would
be
tell
streamed
you-
on Netflix.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
I'm gonna tell you, I've seen the previews, and it looks absolutely bonkers.
I think a 3.5 is fair. I think a
I'm gonna give it
3.5.
a 4.2.
Man, that's the highest we've got from you all night.
No, he said 4.9 for Uncharted.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like when I say that and you guys just go silent.
Because you always like take your time to like come up with a
Well, you
4
guys
point-
didn't get my
3.149624932,
Isn't that
giving it at that.
fine?
I rate this movie pie.
Turning, I rate it pie. Turning Red, the animated movie. I'm giving it a 2.5.
I'm going to give it a 5, just in the hopes that it can
That just
reignite
tells
the.
everybody you're not a family-friendly movie kind of
Yeah,
person.
I'd give it a 4.
I don't like a whole lot of anime movies what they've done here recently, so hopefully
Hear me out.
I
it
just
might
want
be
kids'
good. I don't
movies to
know.
be as good as
It
they were
reminds me
back
of like
then.
Animal Crackers on Netflix.
Hear me out. I'm giving it a 5 because of pandas. I'm a panda geek.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
well.
pandas, dude.
And it's not just a panda; it's a red panda.
It's like an albino panda.
All right.
I'm gonna have to give it a.
Last one here,
2.5.
The Lost City. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
I'm
Because
giving it a
I've
3.
not seen anything on that, so I'm gonna
Oh.
stick it with a 3, just to stay neutral, or a 2.5 rather.
Just because their cast is literally stacked, I'll give it a 4.5.
Oh yes, that's
Yep.
right.
Stacked cast.
Yes.
Alright.
That doesn't mean it's a good movie though.
Yeah, true.
We are going to
Probably 4.6 on that one.
we're gonna speed through things here because we're starting to run out of time. Next movie that we have on board is Morbius. Biochemist Michael Morbius tries to cure himself of a rare blood disease, but when his experiment goes wrong, he inadvertently infects himself with a form of vampirism instead.
Oh,
That's
vampire movie.
Oh.
Oh,
This is
need
gonna be
more.
amazing.
Remember, it's an MCU movie too.
What the-
Oh lord, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what it is because it's not MCU, but it's by Sony, but with the whole
Which is technically
Spider-Man,
Marvel.
but with everything that's Spider-Man related here recently. So it has Jared Leto as Morbius. It has Michael Keaton as Adrian Toomes, which Adrian Toomes was Vulture in Homecoming. And then you have Matt Smith, who was our recent Doctor Who, most recent one. Matt Smith.
Like MCU Doctor.
Then we have
No.
Jared
Doctor
Harris
Strange. What am I thinking?
and Tyrese Gibson, and others.
That movie sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds great.
I like what Sony's done with the darker movies like Venom. So I do have high expectations for Morbius.
I've actually not watched any
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Venom movies.
It actually sounds like a killer movie.
It's rated PG-13 though, and it has a runtime of 1 hour and 48 minutes.
Hold on. I just want to know why everybody says "oh" when PG-13 is brought up, because that's not always a bad thing.
It's not always a bad thing, but with a movie about a vampire, you're expecting to see some blood.
I want to see
As
some
a-
gory shit for.
Yes, I am a sucker for gory movies,
Oh, comes out
especially
on my
like,
birthday.
like gory animated
That is
movies
true.
as well. I love those.
Yeah, this is my movie. Comes out right on my birthday. So.
Are you looking up the movies on this side, Juju?
Yeah.
I hear you.
So
I gotta see the trailers because I'm horrible with movies.
Herb.
we got that. The second movie that we have on board is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. After setting in Green Hills, Sonic is eager to prove that he has what it takes to be a true hero. His test comes when Dr. Robotnik returns with a new partner, Knuckles, in search of a mystical emerald that has the power to destroy civilizations. Sonic teams up with his own sidekick, Tails, and together they embark on a
No
globe-trotting journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands.
Okay, I have some shit to say about this. Okay, I went into the first Sonic movie not expecting anything. I wanted it to be garbage. Okay, I watched it and it was actually fucking good.
It
It took me by surprise.
It actually, well, with the first trailer that they showed for that movie, where Sonic literally looked like Play-Doh.
Yes,
I mean,
Yeah, the old
I
intro.
still just expected
The
a
old
Sonic
intro.
movie.
nobody can forget that. Like, nobody can forget what he looked like before they decided to change the animation on that.
They made him look human in the intro, and then everybody got all pissed off, and they made him make him look like the comic.
Honestly, I prefer it the way it is right now. But like, oh my god, that looked hideous.
Yeah.
See, I haven't even watched the first movie. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie,
me
'cause I
either.
just think it's gonna be awful. I did. I thought, like, but hearing you guys say it and seeing how good it is, it makes me want to watch the first one now.
It got
That's good,
really good
yes.
reviews.
Really?
And the Ugandan Knuckles meme is like my favorite meme of all time, and I cannot wait.
See, rating wise, I'm gonna have to be indecisive on here because I haven't even seen the first one. Like, I'd have to see the first one to give it a rating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So we have the cast: Idris Elba as Knuckles, Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman, Ben Schwartz as Sonic the Hedgehog, and Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails, and then James Marsden comes back as Tom. What's the name here? Tom Wacho? I don't know what the name is. It kind of cuts off here to where I can't really see it. But basically, the guy who's taking care of Sonic, and it has Shamar Moore as well.
Like, when I first found out that Idris Elba was going to be Knuckles, I got super stoked because I really liked the way he portrayed his position in Pacific Rim.
Oh,
Like, I really liked where they went with Heimdall and Thor. I liked
Yes, that too.
I liked what he did in the new Suicide Squad movie as well. And there's another one he did not too long ago. It was with the guy who played Icarus in the new Eternals movie. I can't remember his name, but it was like Idris Elba was like a MI6 agent, and the guy who played Icarus, he was like a pickpocketer, and they needed to work together in order to take down this terrorist group or something. It was actually really good.
the take.
The what? Wait, what?
The take. I'm just over here looking at all the movies you. The take. I think that's what you're talking about.
Is that what the? Yeah, that's. Here, let me look it up.
Or the Dark Tower. I don't know. One of those two.
No, not Dark Tower. Yeah. No, it's called Bastille Day.
Mm.
I mean, it's actually, I think it's the same thing, but I don't know why it's named differently. That's weird.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't know. I suck at movies.
But yeah, that Bastille Day, The Take, whatever one shows up. I don't know why there's two different days. Maybe, I don't know. But this actually looks like it could be a good movie for a sequel to the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. So.
Wait, isn't this like one of the first movies where Idris Elba's an antagonist?
Sort of. He's been villains in
Kind of
other.
like a side thing.
He's been villains in other movies, I think, but I think this is kind of where he plays a pretty dominant one. I don't think he's like been a main villain in any movie so far, but like he's been sort of a villain.
Yeah.
So, the next movie that we have on board is an action thriller called Ambulance, and the description on this, it says, needing money to cover his wife's medical bills,
Oh, yeah.
a decorated veteran teams up with his adoptive brother to steal $32 million from a Los Angeles bank. However, when their getaway goes spectacularly wrong, the desperate thieves hijack an ambulance that's carrying a severely wounded cop and an EMT worker. Caught in a high-speed chase, the two siblings must figure out a way to outrun the law while keeping their hostages alive.
I've
This
seen the trailer for
sounds-
this, and I am looking forward to it.
There was a movie that was just like this with a money truck, where the guys got stuck inside of a money truck full of all the money, and the guy was shot, and they had to get out of the place with the money and the guy before he died. It's a very similar movie, but it definitely sounds quite interesting.
It seems like one of those movies that there's not going to be a lot going on, but it does seem like that it's going to make it seem like there's a lot going on, but really it's just based off of an ambulance and maybe some outside forces here and there, like trying to stop them, but kind of what it seems like.
Like, watching the trailer, they basically come to good terms with the EMT and the cop, but
Right.
everything outside, like, the only other people that know that they're in the good are the people that they try to come in contact with.
So some of the characters that they have as cast members is Jake Gyllenhaal, Isa Gonzalez, and Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
He sounds important.
Yeah.
He's the I think he's the main character in this, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. So this actually does seem like a good movie. It's rated R, and it has a runtime of 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Yeah, I have seen the
Minutes of
trailer.
being in the back of an ambulance?
I guess.
Welcome to Detroit.
Hey, it's a small movie set.
The the next movie we have on here, and I'm trying to rush things because we don't have much more time left, is The Bad Guys, and it's after a lifetime of legendary heists, notorious criminals Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Piranha, and Mr. Shark and Miss Tarantula are finally caught. To avoid a prison sentence, the animals' outlaws must pull off their most challenging con yet, becoming model citizens. Under the tutelage of their mentor, Professor Marmalade, the dubious gang sets out to fool the world that they're turning good. And this is an animated movie, and it has Sam Rockwell, Aquafina, Richard Ayoade, Anthony
Ayoade.
Ramos,
Hey yo.
Craig Robinson, Zazie Beetz, and Mark Maron.
Zazie Beetz.
Maron.
Is it like a kids movie?
This is a kids movie.
Yeah,
This is an
it's just
animated
another
movie.
one of those kids movies.
I mean,
It's a comedy adventure. That's what it lists it as, and it's rated PG.
I might watch it if I'm bored one day.
Like this doesn't seem like it's going to be that big of a movie, I don't think, but maybe I'm wrong. But it doesn't seem like it's something that I would be interested in watching.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like another Zootopia type movie.
Oh, Lord.
Nothing wrong with Zootopia.
There was-
First off, Zootopia was so good.
Zootopia was a good movie. Don't.
Zootopia was a very good movie.
Yes, but the fan base.
Well, that's another thing.
No
Okay.
way.
Can't tell me I'm not wrong.
You're not. I agree with
Master
you.
the nasty.
Agree with you 100%.
Next.
Okay, The Northman is written by Eggers and Icelandic poet and novelist Jean Sigurdsson.
You can't say that word.
Not that one.
I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Northman is described as a grounded story set in Iceland at the turn of the 10th century that centers on a Nordic prince who seeks revenge for the death of his father. So basically, guy gets mad that somebody killed his father and seeks revenge. And
So you're saying Vinland Saga.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
Vinland Saga, but not anime.
But this is like Nordic. This is like Assassin's Creed Valhalla type movie.
This is
Yes.
like a Viking movie.
Yes.
Mm.
So it has both Alexander and Bill Skarsgård, Anya Taylor-Joy, William Dafoe, Nicole Kidman, and Jork. I don't know who.
Shout out to my man Jork.
It's a
Really coming
woman.
through in Hollywood.
It's a woman.
Yes, I stand corrected.
So, all right. Basically, it doesn't actually have a rating on this, but it is a 2-hour and 20-minute movie.
It's so good they forgot to rate it.
So, all right, we're gonna go through this real quick so we can get to.
Let's get ratings. I say that was our last.
So we can get to May. So
Chuck,
I
Chuck,
say
what
that
are you
was our
doing?
last month.
no, we got
Yes.
we got to do May.
No.
We've got to do May, and the reason why I say this is because there's some big movies coming out in May.
We gotta stick to the time.
Just real
It's an
quick.
hour long, right?
Yes, we're cutting close. We're fine. Just rate it real quick. Morbius.
You can make some cuts.
Morbius?
That's a 4.5.
That's a 4.9.
Yeah,
I'll get a 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
I
Hey.
can't give it a rating. I haven't seen it.
yeah. I also can.
Maximum
I think it's
5.
going to be a 4. Ambulance. I think that's going to be a 3.
3.
A 3.
I'm gonna give that like a 3.7.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
It looks really good with the trailer. Well, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm looking forward to it.
The Bad Guys, I'm giving that a 2.
2.
It's a 1. I'll never watch it.
I'm giving it a 3.
And The Northman, it doesn't seem like my cup of tea, so I'm going to give it a 1. But it actually might surprise me.
I'll look into that. I
I'll give it a
love me some
I'm
Vikings.
gonna
So
give it a 2.
I'll keep
actually-
it
I'm
right.
not usually into that type of story.
I'm gonna give it a
but we'll
1.
see.
Ready?
I'm actually gonna give it a 4.5.
The last time I watched something about that was actually not bad about avenging their father's death was Clash on Titan.
Oh,
or Clash of the Titan. So,
Clash of the yeah, Clash of the Titans. Yeah, I've seen this.
so, all right. This is why I wanted to get into May, and we'll go through these as quick as possible. So, the next movie that we have on board here at the beginning of May, supposedly this is going to be out. There's not a whole lot of information on it, but is Legally Blonde 3. The third installment of Legally Blonde. There's not a whole lot of
I feel like-
information.
I watched those movies when I was home alone and had nothing else to do.
The very first
Isn't that the
one...
one? Is that with Terry Crews?
No.
I got.
Oh,
forced
which
to
am I
watch
thinking
that.
of?
That's White Women, I think.
White one. Legally Blonde is the one where she goes to law school and becomes a lawyer.
That sounds horrendously boring.
I mean, like that's
I agree.
that's what the first movie was, and she actually got her first case, and it was one of those movies that it was like it was okay to watch. It was the first one was good. The second one wasn't really that great. We don't really need a third one. Jayden left or no?
No.
Jeff left.
Jokes.
Do I look like I left?
I
You
was
look
just
like you checked.
Yo,
Yes,
move
it looks
back.
like you mentally checked out like 5 minutes ago.
You have to move him back.
I'm on my way.
He's such a herb. You're such a herb, dude. Only a herb would do that.
so Legally Blonde
Can't
3. I
Can't
mean,
believe you did that.
not much there. But the next one that we do have a whole lot of information on is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
10.
That sounds
The only
like
thing that I'm looking
Done.
forward to is hoping that Tom Cruise does not ruin Iron Man from Robert Downey Jr.
So
whoa. They're giving no, they cannot give Iron Man to anyone else. That's not fucking cool.
Tom Cruise is going to be a variant in Doctor Strange's movie as Tony Stark / Iron Man.
So the cast members that they do have confirmed as of right now is Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, Elizabeth Olsen with Wanda Maximoff, Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier, Rachel McAdams as Christine Palmer, Benedict Wong as Wong, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. I can't pronounce weird
Why
exotic
not?
names,
Characters.
but basically he's coming back as Baron Mordo, the guy who played as Strange's mentor,
Mm.
Oh, okay.
I would just like to say,
but not the
the
ancient one. I'm talking about the guy.
I would like to say the Doctor Strange movies have been amazingly good.
Yes.
The first one
the
was really
best.
good.
This so
It was.
good.
This is the second one, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be the second one.
But I mean, like, I feel like I've seen him in so much because of Endgame and the Spider-Man,
There-
Away from Home, shit like that.
This movie is going to be absolutely nuts. This movie,
Oh yeah,
they're bringing back Charles Xavier from the Fox universe. They're bringing back what if characters. So we'll be seeing Benedict Cumberbatch not only play his Doctor Strange, but another variation of Doctor Strange that was in the What If series.
Oh yeah, the dark version, right?
Right.
Yep.
So, quick question. So, since Wanda's in it, right? Do you think that people should watch WandaVision?
I would.
Yes.
Because that's
Yeah.
why as soon as we saw the,
Jump on it.
If you
as
guys
soon as we,
if you guys are watching this, I would try to watch as much Marvel stuff as possible before watching this. Like whatever
Me,
you haven't seen, try to watch it.
me and Austin watched the trailer for Shang-Chi, right?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
And it showed the Doctor Strange stuff, and
Right.
then we were like, we have to watch WandaVision. I feel like that's a need.
So Shang-Chi has Wong in it.
Love. I know. I saw. I gotta say, Shang-Chi is probably my favorite Marvel movie right now, though. Low key.
Really?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Iron Man 1, my favorite Marvel movie.
So I was looking forward to it to see what they would do for the MCU because the first time that I discovered the Magellan rings, the 10 rings,
Oh yeah.
was from the animated Iron Man series on like Nickelodeon. Or
Yeah,
something like
I know what you're talking
Where-
about. I loved watching that.
that. Yep, exactly.
So this is going
it
to
wasn't
be.
quite what I expected, but I did like what they did with it.
I don't know if this is the actual time for this movie. I hope it's not, but it says 2 hours.
It'll probably be like 2.5.
If anything, I want this movie to be 3 hours and take the Batman to 2 hours.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, like-
Supposedly, there's word about bringing back not only X-Men but probably Fantastic Four.
Yeah, there was talk about I can't remember his name, but the original Fantastic Four, not the newest one with Michael B. Jordan
Yeah.
as the
They're
Human
like
Torch.
the Silver Surfer type.
Right, right.
beings.
Well, no, here's how are they gonna do that though? Because the original Fantastic Four had who was it? Chris Evans.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna have Tom Cruise as a variant as Iron Man, you can have Chris Evans not only play a variant of Human Torch, but still have him as Captain America in the main timeline.
Yeah.
So, I have high hopes for this movie, and I have so many theories. I'm not going to share them now because we're running low on time, as it is. So, the next movie that we have on board is DC League of Super Pets. This is going to be an animated movie, and it is going to have some really big names in this. Is Keanu Reeves, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, John Krasinski, Diego Luna, Kate McKinnon, and Kevin Conroy.
Tell me something. How come they make such a shit movie with such big names in it? That's what makes me want to watch it, is the big names.
I mean, we can't say it's a shit movie.
You
I mean,
can't
well,
say it's a shit
The
movie.
name of it alone seems like a shit movie.
It's the League of
It's a
Super
kid
Pets.
movie. It's a kid movie.
The League of Super.
No
I
joke.
love
I really
Superman's-
want them to make a MCU movie about all the animals and have the pet Avengers be a
that'd
movie.
be cool.
But
I'd watch that.
DC's doing the League of Super Pets, and Dwayne Johnson is voicing Crypto. Just
Can
heads up.
we-
And John
can we get-
Krasinski is voicing Superman.
Can we get the G-Force part of the MCU?
Just bring G.
I like
into
that.
us.
I like that.
Please.
Okay, the description on this is Crypto, the Super Dog, and Superman are inseparable best friends, sharing the same superpowers and fighting crime side by side in Metropolis. However, when the Man of Steel and the rest of the Justice League are kidnapped, Crypto must convince a ragtag group of animals to master their own newfound powers for a rescue mission.
Is this
How
gonna
do
be the
you-
same animation as the Crypto the Super Dog series?
No, this is not at all. Not even close.
How does the entire Justice League get fucking kidnapped? I think at that point you're just severely over.
Just who's gonna save us? My dog.
Borg.
No, you guys might as well execute us now. That pooch isn't gonna get anywhere close.
Look, whenever The Rock is voicing Crypto, we have a chance. All right, that's all I'm gonna say on that point.
Dude, what doesn't The Rock voice?
That's a good point.
I could have an autobiography, and I would make The Rock voice me, and he would do it perfectly.
He'd do a better job than what I'm doing right now.
Yes, he'd voice me better than I can.
So that doesn't seem like it seems like it's gonna be an alright movie, but it is animated, and there's not really too much telling us how long it is or anything like that. So, the next movie that we have on board, second to last movie here, is the Bob's Burgers movie. So if you're a big fan of this show that's on Adult Swim, it's Adult Swim, right?
I've never watched it in my
No,
life.
I don't know what
Bob's
it is. I
Burgers
think it's
movie.
Fox. I
Is it
think it's
Fox?
Fox. Yeah.
It is fun.
Well, if you're a big fan of Fox's show Bob's Burgers, they will be coming out with the Bob's Burgers movie.
Oh, that's so exciting. I actually like that. I haven't watched a lot of it, but the stuff I have watched has been very entertaining.
And I don't know if this is true here, but it does say that it's rated PG-13 and is going to be a comedy/musical.
What?
That's what it says, and it also the description on this, it says a ruptured water main creates an enormous sinkhole right in front of Bob's Burgers, blocking the entrance indefinitely and ruining the Belchers' plans for a successful summer. While Bob and Linda struggle to keep the business afloat, the kids try to solve a mystery that could save their family's restaurant. As the dangers mount, these underdogs help each other find hope as they try to get back behind the counter.
Yeah.
So,
I am keeping my camera up till that man puts that sweatshirt on correctly.
He took it off.
oh my god.
What
So
did I just hear?
it doesn't seem like it seems like it's going to be a typical movie. So
Right.
not bad, not bad at all. So if you like Bob's Burgers is not one of those things that I like. But it does look like from some of the clips and trailers that some of the animation in this is going to be a lot better than what it is in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be, it looks like it's probably going to be like a little bit more fluent and make it look more 3D. So there is that. And the last movie that we have here that we're going to go over is the new Top Gun Maverick movie. And
I'm
the
super stoked for that.
the description on this is Pete Maverick Mitchell keeps pushing the envelope after years of service as one of the Navy's top aviators. He must soon confront the past while training a new squad of graduates for a dangerous mission that demands the ultimate sacrifice.
Would definitely watch that.
Same.
Yes, I love my I'm very hyped off of the old Ghost of Kviv type shit, so
I'm down with the Navy, dude.
Yes, I love me some planes.
So this actually has a big cast as well. It has Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer, Miles Teller, Glenn Powell, Jennifer Connelly, Ed Harris, and John Hamm.
Jux, if you come back with like a pilot hat on or something, dude, I swear to God.
He's gonna come back in a MiG-24.
He's gonna be in like a full fighter jet suit.
Going to the movie, just
Flight suit.
he's gonna be like in the seat at the theater, just like sitting in. He's gonna have a headset on. He's gonna flip it down. He's gonna be like,
I would crack up.
"Thank you for onboarding this flight here. We'd like to wish you some." Basically, just be a
Bravo
pilot.
6. Bravo 6. Going dark.
Bravo 6.
What is that? What is that called in the? Isn't it like
Yo.
Dolby Digital or something like that? Where like they have like the air and like the sound and the seats move and everything.
Oh, that's not. Isn't that like 4D or something?
Yeah,
Yes,
like
that's
4D.
4D, right?
No.
Yo, Donk, do the
Something
Bravo 6
Dolby
thing.
Digital.
I did.
I didn't hear you because loudmouth over here, Jux, had to interrupt you.
Wow,
up.
Jax. Wow.
Shut up, Herb. He's such a herb, dude.
You're a
Let
herb.
him do it.
You're literally a Herb boy.
Dude, you're
Yeah.
Proceed.
See?
Bravo 6. Going dark.
Oh, my jimmies are jimming.
Dude, I waited so long for that.
So this I really loved Top Gun, as a movie itself. I didn't appreciate it when it came out, but like going back and watching it, really good movie. So I'm really excited for the Top Gun Maverick movie to come out. So
I'd have to say I'm more of a switch gun.
Jesus. Okay, so all right, going into May, we are gonna rate these. The Legally Blonde movie, the third installment. What are we thinking?
A 1.
One.
Two.
I'm down
I
with
give
a
it
1.
a
I'm down
sharp
with a
1.
Next one that we have is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
And
Uppercase 5.
I'm
Give
giving
it a sharp
I'm
4.
giving it a 6.
No.
I agree.
I
Can't do that.
fully agree.
You can't do that.
It's
I'm
gonna
pressing.
it's gonna be amazing. I don't like.
If it's not as good as like they're hyping it up to be, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
I will too, but I don't think you could mess it up that bad. But maybe they. I don't know. DC League of Super Pets.
No Way Home.
One.
2.
Give that a perfectly circle 0.
A 1.
I think that's gonna be a. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Who gave it a 5? Who said
Wait,
5?
I'm
And
definitely
you're
giving it a-
crazy. Get out of
I
here.
love the
You're such a herb.
G-Force.
I'm giving it
Hey.
a 4.
You're
Michael
such a
Pfeiffer.
herb, dude.
Love those movies.
Go start your Infinity if it even starts.
The Bob's Burgers movie.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yes, no, not a.
Wait,
Not a,
what movie? What movie did you say?
The
'Cause
Bob's
Herb-
Burgers movie.
Oh, I'm not sure.
not a
Probably-
burger fan.
I'm gonna go with a 2.
Okay. And the last one here is Top Gun Maverick.
I'm gonna go with a
Capital 5.
a capital with a line under it 5.
4.5.
I'm
A 5 and a
I'm
half.
giving the Top Gun
Two.
Maverick a 4.5.
And a bold like font 5.
See, I'm gonna have to give it a 2, man.
Top Gun Maverick?
I-
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not a
God.
Top Gun fan, man.
Dude, you're getting highlighted so much when I edit this.
Oh,
No joke.
God.
Like,
She's a bottom gun.
Just zoom in on her face when she gives you that answer.
Oh my
Yeah, and go back in the video where she goes like this and zoom into her face.
All right, so that's all the movies that Rotten Tomatoes has given me from basically the month of January to May. We will be doing another video whenever more information comes out. But that is all the movies. Can we get a round of applause because we're actually finally done?
I would clap, but my mic's not picking it up.
Gotcha. Alrighty, so that's it for this podcast, lovely podcast. Thank you guys for joining me for this movie review.
Oh, it was lovely to be here, Donk. Thank you, and to all the Unity members who invited me for this lovely, lovely talk.
Special guest Frosty, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Of course,
and
anytime.
Make sure that you guys are checking out their socials down below in the descriptions for all their socials. Make sure you check them out. They're all wonderful content creators, and we're lucky to have these guys as friends and on board of Unity, except for Frosty, but we're glad to have him as a friend and here with us. So,
hey, listen, man, you toss a contract my way, and I'll have to think about it.
So we will be doing another movie review later in the future, but as of right now, we're gonna try going on to do other things, and might get back to it in a couple months. So, but anybody have anything else to add?
I had fun. This was fun.
I now want to go see more movies than I did previously.
Right?
Same.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Jux is the only one who has to see the pet one.
Right. And Logan. Logan.
Hey, I didn't want to see it. All right. This is closing time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.